There we go. Good evening, people. You know what? It's Tuesday, so you know what that means. It's time. It's your time to spend with your favorite uncle and your favorite cousin.
Yo, everybody, welcome back. It is your boy. Y'all know I changed my name every week. It's your boy Hot, Mr. Hot Boy Summer this week, because it's about to get hot out here in these streets. And I'm kicking it with Uncle Pudge, aka Mr. Telly. And but we got lovely ladies on the bottom tonight. We went all the way around the world. I got my girl Sophie from the UK to hang out with us
Yep.
today. And I got Miss Kalisha to hang out with us today. So listen, before we get started, I'm gonna let you ladies shout out your podcast and plug yourselves in. Miss Sophie, shout out your podcast, plug us in, tell the people about yourself a little bit.
What's that about?
It's the Hot Boy Summer.
That's me.
Yeah. He wants to be in a podcast too.
Obviously. But now shout out your podcast. Tell us something about yourself right quick.
What, me?
Yeah, you, Miss Sophie.
Yeah, I'm just an average girl. I live in Cardiff in UK, and I'm a law student, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Law student, Miss Kalisha.
I need a lawyer all the time. I always need a lawyer, so hurry up and finish school. My name is Kalisha Patrice. I am from Jackson, Mississippi. Tonight I'm going at Kalisha because I'm embracing my Espanol. But I am co-owner of Hello Black Man. That's the backdrop you see. We are a company that is dedicated to the culture, communication, transparency. We now have 11 journals that you can find on helloblackman.com, or you can find them on Amazon. I also do marketing and networking, and we have a podcast where we talk to random individuals about things that go on in their life or things that are out of the journal. So please follow me, Kalisha Patrice, on all social media platforms. Also follow Hello Black Man on all social media platforms. We're Hello Black Man _ on Instagram and Twitter, but every other platform, we're just Hello Black Man. Thank you guys for having me. I appreciate it.
Hey, we appreciate you coming out. Lolita, what's up, my guy? I'm loving them braids, bro. I'm loving them.
Thank you.
Listen, I was thinking earlier today. I know you be rocking the coquitos like kind of holiday time. You need a summer drink.
I know. I'm gonna come up with a summer mojito something.
You need something with some Hennessy in it, because you know our people love some Hennessy and something else nonsense. But you need something with Hennessy in it. Cause
I
man,
got you.
you got me. So I can start pitching that to my alcoholic friends.
There we go. Thank you, Bet.
No, something with some pineapple and coconut.
There we go. I got y'all some tropical for the summer. I got y'all. I'm dropping something soon.
Hey,
All
but
right.
listen, so we're gonna hit this intro, and then when we come back, we're gonna hit into our fan question, and we're gonna get it kicked off, yo.
But it's Tuesday, so you know what that means. It's Real Talk Tuesday with America's favorite uncle and cousin. Where you get that from?
Listen,
That's what they want.
listen.
Man. Yeah,
I'm a man of honor. I got to see it through, bro.
this what they want from the jump. Young niggas throw weight on the pump.
I don't give a
Slide in
damn.
my nigga crib
I done went to
and get
people's
it.
houses on the first night and met them for the first time. Let me use your bathroom and take a damn shit. I don't care.
I'm gonna back you up on 99.99%. You right. I ain't hanging out with no ugly niggas, bro.
Let me check.
New ways
You already told you, man. There's levels to this.
Oh, you talking about that girl? Man, fuck
Yeah, that
bitch,
girl.
bruh. Man, fuck that bitch, bruh.
Still grinding, fuck your bitches and your diamonds, but we know that you forgot about the hood, dog.
That's it.
You ain't fooling nobody.
And if I watch that intro, man, all I do is laugh.
Me too, but I never noticed that Telly wife said she don't like touching Telly feet. I never saw that till just now. And she need to run that back.
She don't either. She ain't lying, man.
Telly, you over there getting neglected, my guy.
Man, dude. I get 2-second massages.
Damn. Got to
Touch,
do
that's
better.
it.
Got to do better. Oh, hey, you got a request for a drink already.
Yes, I love me a mojito.
Me
Live.
too.
Okay, y'all sound like some true alcoholics. I'm gonna need for y'all to get it together. This ain't.
Hey, man. I'm a connoisseur of alcoholic beverages.
This is a podcast, not an AA meeting. Okay, get it together.
I feel you.
How he
Nah, man.
started and then want to shame us.
I know. My name is Kalisha, and I'm an alcoholic. I used to go to AA meetings. Welcome, Kalisha.
I'm sorry, you right. I ain't gonna alcohol shame nobody. I ain't
There
gonna.
we go.
Yeah, you better cut it out. As a matter of fact, you know Kalisha, my mama live in Mississippi. She in Macon.
Macon, Mississippi?
Yep.
I know I'm Macon, Georgia. I don't know if I know Macon, Mississippi, but I'll look it up.
It's right outside Columbus. Near Meridian,
I know where Columbus is.
Near Starksville. She's right in the middle of all that.
Yeah, I know
By
all this.
Tupelo, all that. Yeah.
Okay.
That's cool. Tell your mama I said hey.
She might be watching right now. She watches the show.
Where are you? Okay, I know she's in UK. Where are you guys? Where are the rest of y'all at?
Mr. Jackson is in Chicago, the Chi-Town, right? And me and Miss Lolita down here, we represent the FLA. First of all, before we get started, hey Miss Jenny, what's going on? Before we get started, this is my public service.
What's going on?
My public announcement. Dear other 49 states, as an official delegate of Florida, we are the fuck full. Go home. We don't want you. I promise you that. Stop coming here making us look bad. We don't want you. Go back to where you at. Let me rephrase that. So 48 states. Texas, you can come through. You cool. You cool. But the rest of y'all, get the hell out. We don't want you.
I've never been to Florida anyway, so
Ain't nothing down here but game bangers and alligators. We full.
I'm good.
I do want to see the alligators.
No, it's not. It is nice in Florida.
Disappointing.
It ain't nothing but game bangers and alligators. We full. And iguanas now. You keep going south enough, you'll get iguanas hanging out of your tree. And if you get any woods, you'll get a bobcat or two.
I'm good. Thanks. I appreciate the warning.
Hey, no problem. We full. Listen, we're gonna hop into our fan question of the night. And I guess it's a real world question. Everybody has an issue with it, but why is it so hard for men and women to apologize? So what is it with apologizing these days that it's just become so difficult for people to do?
Do we have are we going in like a
we'll start with you. Why is it so hard for people to apologize these days?
I literally have no problem apologizing. I am an apologizing queen. And me and my guy, we get into spouts, and I know it be me. I know I'm the problem. So I instantly be like, you know what, babe, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said it like this. I was mad. My cycle was on. I'm sorry.
Hold on, say that. We don't get the hit out of I
am so sorry. And I'll be so sincere. And he just be looking at me like, you gonna do it tomorrow. But I still be sorry in that moment because I was really not supposed to say that. And he's the same way though. When we get in the spouse, he's like, no, it's not you, it's me. And no, it's me. It's not me, it's you. I love my guy. He is an apologetic person, and so am I. I don't have no problem apologizing. I'm very apologetic.
We're gonna take your apology, and I'm gonna hold that dear to my heart. She just apologized. So, ladies, she apologized for y'all. She said it's 2022. Y'all can apologize.
Apologize. Even if it's a lie, apologize.
That part.
Miss Jenny.
Oh yeah, I don't have problems apologizing either. Actually, somebody told me that I apologize too much, that I should stop. I should replace that sorry with something else. I'm so sexy or something like that. You know? Yeah, because there's too many stories. So I was actually thinking about it. It's like, oh, I mispronounced something, and it's like, oops, sorry. It's like, or I would bump into something. I was like, oops, sorry. It's like, what are those sorries for, right? But yeah, but for something that I also know that is my fault, yeah, I have no problem apologizing. But maybe if somebody kind of demands apology from me, like, why? I would know when to apologize. So, like, if you demand apology from me, that means you don't deserve it. So, yeah, that's me.
Jesus. Okay, so you demand it, you get that right, Miss Kalisha up here will apologize, even though she knows she's gonna do it again. And Miss Jenny, she won't apologize unless you ask for one. Then it's like, well, fuck you asking me for an apology. But Miss Sophie, what about you? Are you okay with apologizing? And is it a thing for you?
I don't know. I feel like maybe because I do inspire to be a lawyer, I'm really good with arguments, so I rarely apologize because I'm normally quite right on what I say. But I also think apologizing exercises a level of maturity that sometimes I don't have. So I think it's like for what the girls just said, I wish I could do that. But I'm too proud sometimes because I feel like I will go around the argument to find a reason to not apologize. So, sorry, I'm like the bad batch here. But also, it is quite. I think it's the fact of assuming that you've done something wrong or you hurt that person that you love. If it's between men and women or if it's in a relationship, it's like, for me, it's like I cannot assume that I just hurt that person. So I just find a reason to make him believe that he hurt me first. So mean, I know. But yeah.
We're gonna real comments right quick before we get to our girl. B said he hate apologizing. B, you gotta do better.
Really?
Yeah. B said Samantha, me too. That's why they getting married right there.
Yeah.
Two, I'm not sorry, motherfuckers. In the whole marriage, ain't nobody apologizing to nobody.
Yeah.
They the type that silently apologize. You know what I'm saying? I can see it right now. Like I'm mad at you, you mad at me, but Sam gonna cook some oxtails and B gonna set the table. So that's their way of apologizing. I can see it. I
literally just got done smashing oxtails. Literally.
You ain't bring us none?
Y'all can have some. I got a few more left.
All right. I get you some dry ice and FedEx some things over.
Big.
Chris says if it's a real apology, you may be taking a hit to your pride. Ooh, yeah, that is true. That pride, I can't hit that pride.
Yeah.
The Bible says pride cometh before the fall. So maybe you should put your pride somewhere else. I
only apologize when I truly mean it. And it means something.
There you go. You need a level of maturity to actually apologize.
With the maturity.
Sometimes it's like it's easier to just apologize than insist on being right. Maturity.
Yes, yeah. Like I feel like you two girls actually speak about an actual apology, which I would probably say I'm sorry and I don't mean it. So yeah, I feel like it's quite.
You don't have to mean it. You just have to realize that in the moment it's gonna save face and you're gonna keep peace and you can bring it back up tomorrow.
Tomorrow's a new day.
I take back my sorry.
So what you're saying is, hey, I apologize, but we went to sleep and woke back up. So ding ding, round 2.
Good morning. So you remember we were talking about this thing?
Now, let's be real. That don't sound like something you said. You look like that. So I think it's funny how. And then
so what we doing is
Lola, is you apologizing? I already know the answer to this. I gotta ask you because you apologizing.
I ain't got an apology for nobody. Not today, not tomorrow. I ain't sorry today. I ain't sorry tomorrow. I do it again. I do it right now. That's me all day. Now, if I really messed up, I might try to go, well, you might have a point. You might have a point. But for me to say I apologize, no ma'am, no ham, no Sam, no thanks.
I'd be down. I can't. With that.
I hate
Well,
that for me.
Obviously, so we ain't getting apologies, and if you do get one, start to kick this shit up. So I'm gonna admit I ain't no better. My apology, I will apologize, but it usually goes along the signs of I'm sorry that I pissed you off and you couldn't handle whatever truth I gave you. That sounds like my apology. Smoking like a true savage. I'm sorry that you sensitive as hell. There goes my apology right there. I'm sorry that you can't deal, or I'm sorry.
That's so intense.
That talk shit about you. That's where I'm at.
Okay, so we're gonna have to work on that, okay? Because if you want your apology to come off as sincere, it has to be from your heart. Like it can never be the other person's fault that you're apologizing, right? It can never be I'm apologizing that you felt that way. It gotta be I apologize that I am an asshole. And then that's when it's receptive, even if you don't mean it. You gotta
Stays in
take
the first person.
You gotta take accountability for your actions, regardless of what you think or feel about it.
All right, I'm going to therapy and I'm working on it. Right?
You need it.
Nisi is my twin. Every time Nisi types something, I think I typed it every time. I'll be like, did I write that?
That's funny.
It'd be Nisi. It's crazy.
I can't stand y'all. Y'all so goddamn. Y'all need to grow up. Seriously. Grow up.
I'm grown. I am grown.
I'm not.
That's cute.
I be thinking I'm an adult until I gotta ask my parents another question. And like, obviously, I'm not adult enough yet. I still gotta ask y'all.
I know, man. I know. Like real talk. I be thinking that too.
I need to get better.
Yeah, we don't get here in Florida to about 45. About 45.
Uncle Fudge.
Yo.
You giving out apologies or not? All right.
I give out apologies all the time. It's like, I'm sorry you pissed me off. And I had to react that way. So
he missed my whole lecture. He missed my entire lecture.
He left.
Oh, I didn't miss it. I heard everything you said. And I'm sorry.
Question. Would you apologize to your first baby mama?
He said, ooh.
Would you apologize to your
Man, you better stop playing with me, man. Boy, I swear.
Oh, Jesus. I feel you. I
apologize to my ex-husband all the time because I know I was a kid and I ain't know no better. And she, I did things like I be apologizing.
You apologize for growth. So listen. So Telly hit me up yesterday, and if you watch the Breakfast Club, they do the donkey the other day, and Telly hit me up with a great idea, and we're gonna start doing a little segment, whatever we call it. It's gonna be Dumbass of the Week, right? So this week we have Dumbass of the Week, which is gonna lead us to our hot topic. So Dumbass of the Week is Mr. One Tremaine Songs, right? Trey Songs is Dumbass of the Week because for the third time in like a year and a half, he got hit with a $5 million sexual assault lawsuit after video comes out of him pulling a woman's shirt down. I'm just like, boy, this is the third time some woman has came out and said you've sexually assaulted her in some type of way. Like, who? Like, nigga, is you Bill Cosby reincarnated or something? Like, what the hell is going on?
First of all, don't do Bill Cosby. Don't do Bill Cosby.
And then, right, the one chick came up. Yeah, he about as guilty as OJ.
We're gonna leave OJ out of it.
The one girl came out and said he paid her to pee on her, right? So now you're getting in touch with your R. Kelly. Right?
Oh my God.
But she got paid.
Listen, what I want to get to the point
She
is,
got paid.
right?
You just said that. Oh my God.
With this recent allegation, right? Is this young lady, and the video came out, and the video was everything that they said it was. They was in there partying, and then he just looked at her, and it looked like some words were exchanged. right? And then next thing you know, he pulls down her shirt, and her chest was exposed, and she had a look on her face. And I'm just looking like, bruh, I don't give a damn what she might have said. You shouldn't have done that.
No.
So she's asking for
Obviously.
$5,000.
Yeah.
It's 5 minutes. Is she asking for too much? Is she wrong? Is she right?
Is this the same girl that got paid to get peed on?
No, this is different.
How much he paying to pee on people?
Oh my God.
I was just asking.
You asking for a friend?
Asking for a friend.
I done slapped Trey songs. When I tell you, they'd have carried me out the club because I'd have been torn.
Make it make sense, you know. But you know, I'm saying make it make sense, but it makes sense because I have been in the presence of high-profile people, right? People who are elevated in status, and they have such a God complex that they feel like people are supposed to be so, you know, submissive to them because they have this status. Like, I don't care about your money. It doesn't allow you to disrespect me. It doesn't allow you to do anything to me that I don't give you permission to do. So, like, I don't know. Like for Trey Songz is a hot guy, in my opinion. I've never seen him in person, but, you know, just in passing. Why would you be paying? I know there's people out here that will let you be on them for free. Like, just find those people. Like, what? Like,
and you don't even like women, so why are we doing this? Anyways, why? I'm sorry.
Okay, in the closet.
My bad.
Stop it. It's not what we doing. Okay.
She said what she said.
It's not like I'm gonna get an apology. Go ahead. Go off.
I'm gonna apologize. I'm gonna apologize for her, but she said what she said. He don't even like me. What you pulling that woman's shirt? You don't even like titties. What you doing?
Yeah, was you trying to get an idea of what you wanted or something? I don't know. But
you trying to figure out what your titties need to look like?
He don't like us. He don't.
I don't know nothing about him.
I'm about it. So a lot of people were saying she reaching for $5 million. So my question kind of is like, is $5 million too much?
It is. It is definitely a reach for me. Mm-hmm. For your shirt to be pulled down, your shirt.
I don't care if I don't give up. You put your dirty dog hands on me, and you gonna dig deep in them pockets every time.
Listen, I pulled my shirt up on bourbon for some beads.
Don't you touch me. My daddy said don't touch me.
So $5 million, girl, that's a reach, but I hope you get it. I hope she get $5 million.
I do, but I would definitely ask more if I were her. Like,
and if she get it, I'm so proud of her. I'm suing everybody in my pants at this point.
The thing is, like if it's been like 3 times, I don't know about this though. This is the first time I'm hearing it. If it's about 3 times, why there's like legally here me, why legally hasn't something been done in the first few times?
Because
so it's like
right now they're accusations, but you know how
they're just accusations. Okay,
they're accusations, but you know how it is. Old saying, when there's smoke, there's fire.
Yeah.
If
needs a lot of proof.
Accusing you of the same shit, there might just be a little bit of truth to it. So this is the third time.
Yeah.
Huh?
Didn't she say something? He did something to her too? Kiki Wyatt?
Supposedly Trey Songz been just giving off very rapey R. Kelly, Bill Cosby vibes the last 2 years.
So this is like all allegedly, kind of.
Yeah, it was a bunch of alleged stuff, and this is the first time there's had a video.
There's a video, okay.
So
I don't know.
Don't
know what to say about this. I feel like
lock him up, lock him away, put him in a cell with R. Kelly. Let them make some dope music together.
Miss Jenny, what you got on that?
Yeah, it's definitely interesting. I've never heard of him before, but yeah, it sounds pretty messed up. I mean, well, what was that question? Like, if is $5 million
too much?
I would definitely like sue for more. Seriously, like it's like, you know, there's humiliation there, And like I would be so eager to punish. It's like 5 million. Like, hi, you look like somebody who could pay like 200 million.
No. If you don't know him, he's probably not even worth 5 million, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like justice would be like get the 5 million and him behind bars. That's the true justice. It's like doesn't matter how much money you get, as long as he's not doing it to somebody else.
Mhm.
I think that's the most important.
Yeah, I think they've gotten away with it for so long. Celebrities just treating women any kind of way, and women, and men too, because men are victims of sexual abuse too. And I feel like we should never say, "Oh, you just pulled down her shirt," or "No, you violated me, and you're going to pay." Period. Point blank. And I'm gonna see it through, my boy. I'm gonna be at every court date like this. It was him, Your Honor. And that's the attitude that we really need to have, regardless of how small it is, because if not, it snowballs. And somebody should have checked him when he was younger, and his peers, because this isn't the first time that he's done it. He didn't just get comfortable at the age of 33, 35, however old he is. So he's done things like this in the past and gotten away with it. Keke Palmer, and I believe my girl. Everything that comes out her mouth is true.
Yeah, if he didn't get away with things so long, he wouldn't be behaving like this out in public. Like, yeah, it's cool to do it now because I've been getting away with it for this long.
Yeah. In the words of Childish Gambino, this is America. So you'll probably get away with it.
So I'm gonna give you my take on it right quick. Like I said, I think whatever there's smoke, there's fire. And all of you ladies have a very valid point. Like, my nigga, if you weren't comfortable doing this, if you hadn't done this before, you wouldn't be comfortable doing it. So you're way too comfortable doing this, and you're getting away with it. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those things where it needs to be some type of punishment. It needs to be some type of reprimand on anything he's doing. And so and it also pisses me off. It also pisses me off that as a black man, it's like, they're gunning for you every time you do something. And so, like, you put yourself in a position to make the rest of us look bad, because there's a lot of black men out there that have been innocent when shit like this happened. You know what I'm saying? And so for you to be out here actually doing it, it's like you're fucking it up for the rest of us. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I want you to be held accountable, because like this is not how we should act. So it's like
responsibility, yeah.
You have to. We're holding you accountable. You have to be better, because I can't sit here and defend black men. Like, I'm not gonna defend you as a black man when you actually doing the shit like this. It's like, bro, you literally had a whole video, bro. You literally turned around and just yanked this woman's shirt down. And then, not that it means nothing, but it actually means a lot. It's like, nigga, boy, not also did you pull a woman's shirt down, you pulled a white woman's shirt down. This like, boy, come on. Why?
It doesn't really matter about what kind of color is the woman or what kind of color is the man in this case as well. It's just like
it's not. It doesn't matter as far as punishment wise, but as far as like the stigma of it, it's like, here we go, black man, white woman. It's like, bro, come on, bro, you got to do better than that.
I don't live in America, guys, so I don't know what it's like to be black in America, but what I know about is, like, if it was then a black woman, then this would not even be known. Like, this not be known, and if she went and reported to the police, nothing would be known. So it sounds really bad. If the fact that it's a white woman, she's actually making a bit of justice for all of us women, hopefully. So yeah, it just sounds like, I don't know.
Yeah,
Here's things are way different.
Yeah, it's a little bit different. But Uncle Putz, what you got?
Man, I get kind of scared. I heard $200 million for a shirt pull down made me nervous. I apologize to all the little girls from my past. And then I pulled the shirt. I ain't got $200 million. I mean, old Stephanie from grade school, my bad. if you ever see this, my bad. I ain't mean to touch your booty. But it's crazy, man. I mean, why is it that this dude he must have an endless bank account or something? Because you keep getting hit up with lawsuits for multi-millions. It's like all your money just going towards either settling or paying for lawyers or just, I mean, are you that desperate for a female or female attention that you crossing the line, over and over and over again? That always kills me about celebrities. Like, you're a celebrity. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of females out there that will let you do whatever, and be into it. But here you are, messing with other females who don't want to, be bothered with you, or maybe want to be bothered with you, but don't want to go past a certain point. It's really ridiculous.
I literally seen a comment on like World Star Hip Hop where women were like, boy, I would have put my titty in your mouth for free. Like, you out here pulling down somebody's shirt. It's just like, come on, dog. So I will agree with everybody is that I think he's got comfortable doing this because he's been getting away with it. And it just maybe just is the right person to bring it to justice, because I don't give a damn how much money you got or who you are. Sexual assault is never cool at any point. None.
And it's like Kalisha was saying as well. It's like it's the sense of power, isn't it? I think they might do that because it's the power they feel like the control of the people because they have this status. So yeah, I think she's right about that because I was just saying what you were saying, Kalisha, earlier about the power that these men feel in entertainment business and women too. And they feel like they can do whatever they want and go unpunished, which is not really fair, is it?
No, it is not. Like I said, we do not condone that type of activities here at Real Talk or Real Talk Tuesdays. So, hop in our first topic of the night, and this was something that actually happened to somebody that was close to me, and I figured it was about time to make it a topic. Have you ever had someone use their kids to end a relationship?
I don't understand the question.
Have you ever had a dude say that I gotta focus on being a father, so I can't be with you anymore, or I gotta take being a dad more serious? Because I don't know how women with kids word it, but it's happened with us over here. I got a story. I'm pretty sure I got a story. So have you ever had?
You should share your story so we have more insight.
Well, I did.
You did?
I mean, I use, well, I won't say I use my kid. That sounds so bad. But I just wasn't interested, right? Yeah. It's like, oh, by the way, I have a kid. And we're going to the park tomorrow. You want to come? And then he stopped texting. Yeah. So that's it.
Oh no! She used the kid as a nuclear weapon. She used the relationship.
Damn.
Oh, is it bad?
I mean, it's a tactic. It's. How long were you talking? Were you talking to the person? How long were you talking to the person?
A few months.
It's getting to the borderline where it's bad, but a few months. So I'll tell my story, right? I was talking to this chick and everything was going great. But then one day she's like, hey, I gotta talk to you. I'm like, what's up? She was like, oh, so I don't think we should keep talking or dating. I'm like, what's wrong? Did I do something? And I was like, damn, probably because I ain't apologized. Shit. And she said, no, everything's going good, blah, blah, blah. But I think I want to focus on being a mother. And I'm like, so the first thing in my mind, am I stopping you from being a good mother? Like, I feel like you spend plenty of time with your kid already. Like, I'll never interject myself between a woman being a parent. Like, I always want you to be a parent first. Like, I'm a boyfriend, dude, sneaky link, whatever you want to call me. Like, I'm second, third, fourth option. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to step on your toes and being a good mother. So she's like, no. I just want to focus on being a good mother and blah, 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 and this, that, and the third. And so like it's just like, man, that's wild that she really just like cut me off to focus on being a good mother, because we just had a conversation of, do you have to be alone to focus on yourself, right? And we kind of all came to the conclusion that you can focus on yourself and be with somebody if you're with the right person. So I just kind of chalked it up as maybe I just wasn't, the dude for her to, be with that kid. But then turn around like a couple weeks later, I seen her holding hands in the park with some other nigga with the kid. And I'm just like, well, ain't this a bitch? Well, hold up, because I thought you were focusing on yourself to be a good parent. Now you in the park holding hands with the kid. See, if I was any type of a different dude, I would have aired this shit out, because you playing with me. Stop lying to me, bro. I don't want to get but I will. Right. And then I had a friend, you know what I'm saying? He was dating a girl, even took her raggedy ass out of town and shit. You know what I'm saying? Meeting the fam and stuff, right? And then she come back home, and all of a sudden she trying to, you know what I'm saying? He doesn't understand what it is for her to be a mother. She gaslighting with the kids, you know what I'm saying? And he's one of the most understanding people that I know. You know what I'm saying? Dude's like, I'll never stop you from being a mother. But then she's like, oh, I gotta go, spend quality time with the kids. And the only way I can do that is to spend quality time with the kids and the baby daddy. And I'm sitting there looking like, boy, I tell you, raggedy bitch. And see, this is why my friends don't tell me stuff in the moment, because I would have got on Facebook and cussed her ass out. I said, you need to stop playing with my homeboy like that. You gotta spend time with your baby daddy to spend time with your kids. Y'all gotta have pool days and movie nights and shit. I'd slap the shit out of all y'all, and a little ugly oldest kid too. So stop playing with me, bro. So it made me mad. And so is this a point where it's like, bro, why are we using kids to break up relationships? Like, is it really that serious? Why can't we just be adults, say I'm not interested, and move on with shit? Move on. Like, just I'm not interested and move on. Now, ladies, I get it. There's some aggressive Negroes out there, so you can't always be that solid. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes these lames don't take no for an answer, so you got to kind of maneuver that in there. So if you got to stop, you got to like, hey, you want to come to the park with me and the kid? And it works, it works. Now, Jenny, you did that to the wrong dude. Because if you would have did it to me, I'm certified stepdaddy. You would have been like, hell yes. Hell yes. That's one thing about me. Kids don't scare me, not one bit. I will hang out. Hell, I've been in relationships where I like the damn kids more than I like the chick. Old girl came over and said, at this point, I think you just come over to hang out with the kids. I said, yeah, your son nice on his Call of Duty. His kill death ratio is the shit. We went in matches back to back with him on the sticks. We up 2-3 o'clock in the morning. I come hang out with the kid if I hang out with your ass. So I'm a certified stepdaddy. I gives a damn. I love kids, So you can't listen, I got kids. Baby, like, I got 3-4 kids. That's all right. I got 3-4 homies. Like, what's up? I don't care.
So do you not have kids?
No. Nope. I made it all the way to 34 with no kids. That's how I knew God wanted me to be a stepdad. and don't be a bad daddy and I'm around, because I'm teaching your kids how to ride bikes, how to tie shoes, how to fish. I'm gonna outshine the shit out your ass just because I'm petty like that.
Don't teach my kid how to ride a bike, because he sure don't know. He 8, 7, 8, 9, 10, something like that.
First of all, see, listen, in Florida, these kids will learn how to ride a dirt bike before they actually learn how to ride a regular bike.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So okay, so
you'll see like 5-year-olds on a dirt bike doing catwalks downhill.
So the question is, tell me again.
Have you ever had somebody use a kid to end a relationship?
I've never had anybody use their kid to end a relationship. That's not something I've had. I commend and I admire the fact that you are a certifiably top-notch stepdad. Congratulations. And there are men out here, a lot of times women who have kids, I am a mother of 3. We are not like high value women, if y'all follow Kevin Samuels, like nobody out here.
My boy.
Nobody out here checking for women with kids. So like if you find somebody who accepts you and your children, like that's like some real like fairy tale type stuff. So I'm very pleased and happy that I do have a mate who he has kids, I have kids, and we have such a great blended family. Our kids get along well. I've never had nobody shade me. And now I have shaded people. I have used my children to shade people. And just, and just like you said, like it's wrong. We should be adults and be like, we not interested. But y'all, I'm not gonna say y'all because I don't want to put everybody in the box. But a lot of men don't get that. They don't accept that. That goes back to the conversation we was having about men who are in, high places who feel like, why are you rejecting me? Why do I have to be rejected? Men do not accept rejection the same way that women do. So we have to be more creative with our rejection of men in order to not get killed. Like, let me just be straightforward. Like, because men out here killing women because they saying no. Like here in Jackson, not even a week ago, some guys kidnapped the girl at the gas station because she said she wasn't interested. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's just a different world for us. And I know that it doesn't feel right, it doesn't sound right, it shouldn't be right, but sometimes we have to be a little more creative. So yes, I'll be like, ooh, I wish I could, but the kids got football, they got soccer, they got the kids got volleyball, like kids got stuff going on. I just can't deal with you today. So yes, I have shaded people with my kids, and I apologize anybody out there who's watching, but that's who I am.
Miss Sophie, have you ever had anybody reject you because of the kids?
No, not really. Yeah, this was the only topic I don't have much to say about as well. I feel like I do have a child as well, and I'm quite straightforward. I don't date a lot as well, so I tend to quite be. And if I do get into that situation, I'm not interested, I just say I'm not interested. So I never got to that stage. But therefore, yeah, I don't know.
Sophie's like, I'm never going to America. Y'all fucked up.
Don't come, Sophie. I second that.
Yeah, UK. We have fucked up here too. Like, don't worry. But there is. I've heard of situations where men do that instead of women because UK women are very powerful. Unfortunately, in some ways, but fortunately in other ways. But yeah, I've heard guys saying that because they're single dads, and they don't want it because women are psychos, tend to be quite psychopaths here. So, I'm sorry, UK, for revealing. But yeah, it's quite intense here. But yeah, but no, I think this excuse is just like other excuses, like, oh, it's not you, it's me, or it's like another excuse. They don't know. And also, someone commented on the chat. It's like, I think it's Christopher. This sounds like it's an odd cause, and if you want the relationship, then you want to see if the kids with the new person can bond. That happened to me, which is like, you can tell. I could tell that the guy was never going to bond with my kid because they're completely different. Like, my kid doesn't play football, for example, so he's like proper geeky kid. And if it's a sports guy, like, obviously, I felt like but it's not essential as so I don't know.
See, I adapt to any kid. I don't give a damn what your kid do. He can play board games, video games, sports. I don't care. I'm hanging out with the kid. Like I said, I probably like the kids more than I like the damn parents, to be honest with you. Lola, I already know the answer to this question, but I'm gonna ask you anyway. Have you ever used your kids to get out of relationships? No, it's nah.
Yeah, nah. I actually haven't, but I will say self-sabotage is a thing. So if the woman really is interested and using the kid, sometimes it is just self-sabotage. Also, I haven't essentially had anybody do that to me, but I have kind of pumped the brakes on somebody I really did like because I wasn't interested in introducing them into my dynamics for my family. So I have a 17-year-old, a 16-year-old, and an 8-year-old. So and I've been single for about 6 years now. I've dated, but like as far as having somebody in my home and so on and so forth, I just haven't had that since I left my youngest son's dad. Because I want to parent the way I want to parent. I want my children to feel comfortable in their own home. I don't want it to be awkward. And I think it's easier when your kids are younger. So, that's how I met my youngest son's dad. My younger two were real young. And it's easier to date. Once your kids have personalities and you guys have a routine and everything is going smoothly, I just don't want to introduce somebody who has a different philosophy on parenting, who wants to judge my parenting. I have great relationships with both my kids' fathers. We co-parent great. And so I just say, you know what, my older two are almost out the house. And then when it's just me and the baby, maybe I'll revisit that at that time. But I don't have a need for a man in the house for me. I have two active fathers. They have a parental figure. So it's more of a headache than anything, trying to figure out dynamics. And also, they have their own kids sometimes when whoever I've dated. So imagine trying to fit 5, 6 more kids, or whatever, or all, not more, but a total of 5 or 6 kids, because they may have 2 and I got 3. I got a 4-bedroom. I don't want to figure out logistics. It's just too much. It's too much. So that might be it too.
You know what?
I agree.
I appreciate that mature woman honesty. You always come through with the maturity. Nisi said the only issue I really had was a guy who said, well, why don't you just leave her home alone? She's sleeping anyways. I knew that wasn't someone to meet my child. Yeah.
No way, Jose. Yeah.
Nah, that's some boy shit. I'd never tell you to leave the kids alone.
How old is the child?
Oh, not old enough to leave home alone.
Oh.
If it's a child, it's just.
Have you checked the state laws of how old is old enough to leave alone?
Well, in Florida,
I'm going off of the maturity of my children. And
8's kind of young. You're right.
No, you done set the house on fire trying to cook a bowl of noodles. Hell no,
that's
you
what
can't stay home.
All I think about is what if they choke? What if somebody tries to break into my house? Like, there's so many things that can happen.
True.
I don't even really leave my 17-year-old home alone. You know what I mean? It's like, no, we good. That's what I'm saying. I don't have time for that. For them to be like,
I was a latchkey kid.
You don't get to that stage.
Your kids
so like I was like 8 or 9 years old when I would come home, and my mom and dad would still be at work, so I would have to make sure dinner was cooked and stuff. But whatever, these kids are different, so I understand.
Yeah.
Our parents probably scared the hell out of us too, because I used to come home from school and be like, "Hey, when you get out of school, go straight home. Don't open it. I don't give a damn who at the door. Don't open that door for nobody." I remember one time I left one of my uncles sitting outside. And he was like, "You really not gonna open the door?" Like, my daddy said, "Don't open the door for nobody, even your black ass. You sit outside and wait for him to get home." Okay?
Yeah, I also lived in a village though. Like we really had a village when I was younger. Like, so my grandmother, my uncles, my aunts, we all lived in the same area. So like, if there was anything going on, like they were in rock chunking distance. Rock chunking, I don't know if y'all know what that means. I'm from Mississippi. That means you can throw a rock. You can throw a rock and hit their house. So we were all in the same area. So, it wasn't no big deal. I come home, if my grandma needed something, like I walk over to her house. So it's a lot different. So I understand.
What about Jenny? We haven't heard Jenny.
She told us. She told us that she told old boy, if you can't take me and the kid to the park, then he bounced out because he was scared. He didn't want that commitment with the kid.
But he did like text me again a couple of months, and I did the same trick. Because like the first time yeah. Then of course I knew, but also like I wasn't interested. And but like really, I'm just not interested in any relationship, at this point. And I do know that it is like, more of an issue for men that women have kids rather than, for women that men have kids, like, when it comes to dating.
Yeah.
And you know what? Yeah, working with me.
We're more nurturers, so we're like, okay, you got kids, bad. Let me nurse them kids. But they like, oh, you got kids. Oh,
you trying to say that man ain't nurturing?
Everybody except my boy Summer. He like kids. He's a nurturer.
I'm a straight up nurturer. Like, bruh. And listen, especially if your kids play video games. At this point, I done got me a friend. We thug it. Like,
what do you play? You play Call of Duty?
Yeah.
All right. What's your tag?
You play Call of Duty?
Don't worry about that.
You trying to hang?
Find me. Hello, black man. Find me on COD.
All right, I got you. We're gonna hang. Have you? I already know the answer to this question. It is yes. I already know you got a story. I
Yes,
know you got.
do.
I know you got a story. So what's up? Tell us your truth. Spit your truth. Come on, black
There you
man.
go, man. Now this happened. Let me tell you, this happened in February 2012, and
10 years ago.
yeah, 10 years ago. I had just broken up with my youngest mom. She left, whatever, fuck up. Anyway, she a friend of mine, a coworker, she found out. I guess she was waiting for it to go south or something, and she had hit me up, and she like, you need to go out, and I'm like, no, I ain't trying to go out. She said, no, I assume you going out. I said, all right, whatever. Went out there Friday, that Saturday, whatever. You know, we kicked it in the cold, you know, with friends from work. Blah blah blah. Went back to her place. You know what happened after that? I ain't gotta tell you. Anyway, go to work the next day, and she was like, you know, let's just pretty much she pitched a friends with benefit type deal to me. I said, cool, no problem. So we started hanging out, and she had called me and say, hey, I want you to come over at this amount of time, whatever. I said, cool. And then I started noticing when she started making plans, she would always say, then she started saying, oh, my kid won't go to sleep. My kid won't go to sleep. And I'm looking like, all right. So she kept doing it, and then I said, you know what, fuck you and your kid. Because you ain't going, I can't believe your kid ain't going to sleep. So come to find out, apparently she started catching feelings, so she's starting to pull back, and I'm looking like, the fuck they got to do with me? You know, I didn't tell you to fall in love with me. Shit. So she kept using her kid as an excuse, and then, you know, I said, whatever, left her alone, started messing with another chick, and then now she want to come back, and I'm like, man, get the hell out of here. Like, this is crazy. And, you know, I've also had people use my kids against me. You know, like I tell them, you know, I'm a father of 3. You know, I had one chick tell me, oh, I'm like, yeah, I'm an active father. I get my kids all the time, and I'm in their life. And she was like, I can't talk to you. I don't want to be an every other weekend girlfriend or some shit like that. And I'm looking like, the fuck? I'm like, you live around the corner from me. I can see you doing the weekdays and kick it, and we worked in the same profession and everything. But I guess she had her kids when she was in high school, so they was all grown and out the house. And I'm like, because we were about the same age, and I'm like, it ain't my fault she was a hoe in school. I spent that time, man, and played around. I wasn't thinking about having kids. You know, I had my kids later on in life, so it is annoying. Very.
I want.
Hey.
I got it. So I don't have any kids, but I do have my nephew, who's been like my godson. He's been around forever, all of 11 years now. 11 years, right? I remember the day he was born, right? Almost fucking up my Christmas, right? And he came in the room, and I asked him, did he want to say hi? And he looked at my computer screen and said, oh, it's too many ladies. I don't want to say hey tonight. I said, oh, so you'll say hey when it's just homies hanging out. But you seen a couple ladies on there, now you all of a sudden you shy. Since you come in here and interrupted my live, you sure you don't want to say hi? Are you sure? You're lucky I don't have a front camera, but I want to have some camera. So now he's shy. But yeah, that's like my only kind of kid, and he annoying. You know what? I am gonna use you. I'm even gonna use you as an excuse to get rid of a bitch one day. I'm like, hey, I gotta focus on being a goddad.
Oh my god.
Yeah, learn some skills.
I'm gonna talk to Jenny, and she gonna teach me the game. So listen, second topic of the night. Best way for someone to protect their peace. Like, how do you personally protect your peace, your happy, your peace, your aura, your chakra, whatever it is that you call it? How do you protect your peace?
You first gotta find it. So you first got to learn yourself. You got to know yourself.
Yeah.
And that's definitely number one. A lot of us, especially us mothers and fathers, single fathers, we sometimes don't even know who we are. Like sometimes when I go to introduce myself or people ask me what I like to do, and I'm like, I don't really do nothing, you know. And this podcast really enlightens me because I see all these women who have children, and you guys are having successful podcasts and organizations, and that's so dope to me. I just got work with my kids. I do a little travel. I do a lot of travel. That's my passion, and it's like you gotta really learn what centers you, what makes you happy, and who you are, so that way you can find your peace.
I think she said everything, to be fair.
I mean, first of all, she started off great with the first. You got to find your peace. Say that again. A lot of people out there.
Yeah.
Miss Sophie, how do you protect your peace?
I get rid of anyone around me that disturbs it. So I'm quite of a lone wolf. I've traveled a lot and I've moved a lot, and it's just me and my son, and I tend to be I'm quite kind, and I try to help people, and I try to be there for people. But people tend to bite your hand a lot because you're helping them for some reason, which it took me years to understand. That was hard for me to understand it. And then I realized that was what was the most disturbing thing for my peace, was the fact that sometimes you think you're helping, but the fact that you're giving your hand too much, you're actually not helping people around. So I felt like my peace is me and my son, and anyone that comes in and joins joins and makes me feel at peace, makes me feel myself, yeah, more than welcome. But anyone that just comes to cause storm, you can leave. That's how I keep my peace, basically. Sounds a bit harsh though. Doesn't sound very peaceful.
Ms. Jen, how do you keep your peace?
So I would maintain a habit of doing what I love. And I like what Lola said at first, right? Knowing yourself, then you know what makes you happy. And then since you know yourself, that one thing that makes you happy, keep doing that, right? Make it a habit and create that happy, joyful energy so you could create that happy place within you. So I teach in an inner city school in Hartford. So yeah, I don't know if if you're familiar, right? There's a lot of problems with the neighborhoods and inner city, and these kids come from a lot of violence and drug problems, and sometimes gang violence and all that, and so they come to school just agitated already, right? And then and if I don't have that peace already, I have nothing to give to them. But then I also, it's so easy to react to their actions, right? It's so how do I maintain that? That peace is to in the morning, set that intention. I'm going to do this happy thing for myself and make sure that I'm happy. Then I go to school, I go to teach them from a happy place. And you know what? That actually sets my environment really, really well because then, because I'm teaching and serving from a happy place, it's more, it's less likely for things to happen. But then if things do happen, some kids throwing shoe at you or whatever, right? It's okay, doesn't exist. This kid doesn't exist. But if this kid is still in your face, and it's okay, you gotta ask for help. That's the best thing. And these schools, they have security officers. You just gotta ask for help. you know. And so yeah, that's kind of like my practice, but my spiritual practice is really important for me, and I spend about 1 hour in the morning and 1 hour in the afternoon for me to like maintain that happy place in me. Like whenever you're grounded, then it's like an armor. It protects you like in and out.
I got a question.
Yeah, sure.
You're amazing, by the way.
First of all, everything you said was great. The fact that you take 2 hours out of your day to kind of center yourself back in, there's a lot of people that need to practice that. So I love the fact that you do that. You know what I'm saying? And I also love the fact what everybody else said. Sophia just like, hey, kind of just negative energy, kind of spacing that shit out. And Lola was just kind of finding yourself first, that grounding yourself. That's some really great stuff. There's a lot of people that need to listen to that, especially a couple of my sisters. Y'all need to be listening to this shit, right? Somebody threw a shoe at you though?
It was
I'm not, am I the only
something.
one who heard that? Like I heard that, right? Like somebody threw a
Yeah,
shoe.
but it wasn't a shoe, but it was something. I don't even remember what that was, but that was something big. It's like, god damn, like did he
You need us
really
to
do
pull
that?
up?
I'm sorry.
You need us to pull up because in Florida, see, we have this thing where we tell people like, hey, once you get past a certain age, we fight kids too. You know what I'm saying? Because like I tell my niece and nephew, my nephew, he just came in, he's 11, and my niece, she's like 13. Like we have a sit down talk like every other 2 weeks. And you know what I'm saying? Because I was like, look me in the eye, understand this. I will fuck one of your classmates up. Okay, I need you to understand that. So there's no bullying and nowhere near. I will fight. I will beat your classmate up and then I'll fight their parents. Like I don't care. We had a segment on bullying, and me and Lola have already come to the conclusion: if you bully my kids, your parents better know how to fight, my nigga. Like real talk. Like I will. These kids these days are highly unruly. I will fucking get up. Just throwing that out. Just if you need us, just let us know. We'll come to them. We'll beat up some kids. We have no shame.
That's good. Well, I also came, from this understanding that a lot of what these kids do, it's trauma response. A lot of it is that. It's like, okay, you would do something, right, to kind of like react to that. But it's like, what? It's like fighting a wall. Like, why do that to yourself? And then, like, I'm also not the therapist, right? So I'm just going to have to ask for help, right? Call the office. Get the
God bless your heart. God bless your heart, because you got that patience. Alicia.
But wait, did you say they spit on you? You said somebody spit? Did you say somebody spit on you?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh no! I threw something at me.
Okay. I heard spit because I was like, did somebody spit, girl?
At that point, we gotta get the strap.
At that point, somebody
shit out.
Down. When we talk about spitting,
edit shit out.
It's either me or
you. I got a kid like he actually stole my phone too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
God
right,
bless you.
Yeah, it's like messed up stuff like that.
God bless you, baby. Keep fighting, and we are here. Yes.
First of all, I just want to take 1 second for her and Telly. We never say this enough. For being educators and teachers, you guys are so underappreciated, and we love you guys so
for sure.
much. We appreciate everything you do. Just hold on, bro. Here you go. For y'all. Y'all so underappreciated. And we appreciate you so much. Don't nobody else tell you, Telly, Jenny, for being, people who watch after our little badass kids for 7 to 6 hours a day. Bro, thank you so much.
Man, I don't like my kids. I'm glad somebody else had to deal with it.
After quarantine, I was like, these teachers need a raise. Ain't no way in hell.
I told my children, matter of factly, y'all gonna fail if y'all think I'm gonna teach y'all anything. Whenever school start back up, y'all gonna be in Florida. Every grade y'all was in before
the pandemic started. Don't do us.
No, Florida also has these standardized tests that are the most ridiculous thing ever. So teachers can't even have the flexibility to teach what they want to teach. That's a whole nother segment. Father God, that's
amen. The question is, tell me the question. I'm sorry.
How do you protect your peace?
I want to again reiterate everything that the ladies have said. Lola said, knowing yourself. You absolutely have to know who you are all the time because it is so hard to deal with people and deal with the world without knowing what makes you happy, what gratifies you, what is your peaks. If you're not happy with yourself, you're not going to be happy with anybody else. Nobody is responsible for your happiness and your peace but you. That's something that we have to really be aware of. Sophia made a very valid point about cutting anyone off. And I want to reiterate that because I don't care if it's your mother, father, sister, brother, cousin. If they are not bringing peace and they are not causing you to move forward and giving you the energy that you need, it's okay. I don't care that that's your mama. Cut her off if she is causing you trauma. Yes, she gave you life, but if she is traumatizing you and making you feel bad, cut her off. You got to cut her off. Anyone who does not bring peace into your life does not deserve to be in it. Jenny said some very valid things. Consistency, knowing a lot of things about, where you're coming from. Me personally, I journal. That's where this company came from. We are big about writing things down because a lot of times communication cannot be really as African American people, I can't speak for anybody else. We're not the best at communicating our feelings because we really don't know who we are. We really don't know where we came from. We really don't know our ancestors. We have no idea how we got to where we are, especially in America. I can't speak for UK, but like I don't know whether I am the great great granddaughter of a slave. I don't know if my people were here before the slaves got here. I don't know who I am. So journaling, writing things down, trying to figure out who I am, communicating and learning myself, all those things work well for me. Also, sex is very peaceful for me. And that's about it.
I ain't mad.
I feel you about like talking about like not knowing who you are, but I also did mention like the 2 hours a day that I do is like a combination of yoga and meditation.
Yes, that was my other thing.
Right, and you know what? I've been in places where I was just like, rejected of like, because I just look different, right? It's kind of interesting, but here I am, right? Like, at a place where I'm accepted for who I am as a person, not because of my status or, the way I look and all of that. And so actually like, looking at that journey and through meditation, it just makes me have, it helps me have this realization that, you know what, it does not matter. Like I am like the soul, right? And I make home like within here, like, not like it doesn't depend on my outside environment. And, like I am who I am and I can be whoever I want to be. Like, you know what I mean? I mean, it is good to know your roots. I say, oh, that's a fascinating story, but that's it for me. But like, who I am moving forward, it really depends on me. Like, so that's why I don't really, I detach myself basically from any cultures right now because you know what, I enjoy that. It's like no burdens, like, no baggage of like having to continue whatever tradition and, so.
Hey,
Yeah.
spacing yourself out on.
Traditions suck.
Chris say he ain't a fighter, but your kid going to jail this weekend. Going to jail this weekend, you mess with my kid.
Right.
He also says Florida. Hey man, don't be talking about my governor. That's my boy. Don't do that. Talk about our governor.
I don't know my own governor, so I can't be talking about nobody else's.
I ain't gonna lie to you. He's 50-50 with me. Sometimes he all right with me. Sometimes he not.
I just want to go on the stage. And I don't want anybody from the LGBT ABC 1 2 3 community to be jumping down my throat.
I didn't say it. Look.
All I'm saying is when these saints on the first day of like Pride Month, where he signed that damn bill that transgender athletes can't participate in girl sports, I said this boy a damn fool, and he did that on purpose too. And then did the press conference. I said that boy a fool. That boy is Trump reincarnated.
What did he say? How did tell me again?
I don't understand what just happened.
On the first day of Pride Month, like the month dedicated to the LGBT community,
Yeah.
he signed a bill saying that transgender males can't play female at sports on the first day of that month. And I'm like, boy, he a fool for that. He ain't shit. And he waited till the day to do it.
Well, you know they
Shameless plug. I have an LGBT, hello black LGBT
Ooh.
community. So you can get
We
this
mad
on
at you.
Amazon. You can get this on Amazon or helloblackman.com.
So this is how I found my peace. I am 100% in the place. I probably need to get better at meditating, right? And like Lola said, finding your peace was one of my most important things. And it took me to therapy to really just kind of center myself and finding my peace. And the crazy thing is don't ever let anybody tell you the way that you find your peace is not right. It is your personal peace. Because my therapist, put me on to something. He's like, one of my biggest issues is you think too fast. You think fast and you move fast. And then like you look back at it and then you get frustrated because it didn't go the way you planned. So it's like you have to slow yourself down in things that you do, right? And he asked me a question. He's like, let me ask you a question. Do you enjoy listening to R&B music? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, and I noticed that when you're sitting in the office waiting, you listen to slow down music, right? And I was like, yeah. He was like, you do that because it's slowing you down. It's like your mind is internally telling you to slow down. So you have to slow down in everything you do in order to kind of make things work the way you want them to work because you're moving too fast. And so I took that to the heart. And now I just pace myself. You know what I'm saying? I don't rush because me personally, like from the time I wake up to the time I get ready for work, to the time I leave for work, to the time I get to work, by the time I get on my first job site, like I'm rushing. I have put this time limit in my head and I'm rushing. And I get frustrated when something doesn't go my way because now I feel like I'm behind schedule. And I stopped doing that. That was one of the biggest things that brought me peace. Just kind of, he said something to me, be a feather in the river and not the rock. You know,
Yeah,
go with
nice.
the flow. So I was like, damn, that's nice. And as far as finding peace with people, I think that, I don't have peace being a bigger person and letting it go. So one of my places of peace is I will 1000% cuss you the fuck out. Absolutely. If you make me mad, I'm cussing you out. If you piss me off, I'm cussing you out. If you say something sideways, I'm going to cuss you the fuck out. Because later on that night when I'm laying in the bed, I'm going to smile, knowing that I cuss you the fuck out for trying me. And that is a place of peace. I'm smiling right now just thinking about cussing somebody out who pissed me off. It just brings me my place of peace. I am not the let it go person. If you go low, I'm going lower. You go any lower than that, then I'm going to hell. Straight up like that. Like that's what it's gonna be. I will cuss you the fuck out every time if you make me mad. And that
Period.
is my place of peace.
Amen. Right? Amen.
How do you find peace? Where's your place of peace?
Oh,
And
that's simple.
question. Have you found a place of peace with your first baby mama?
Man, look. There is no section of peace with her. So when I encounter her, I do everything I can to fuck her day up. That's my place of peace.
But he's a person without her. Go on, tell us how makes you feel at peace.
Oh, that's easy. By pissing people off. That's where my peace lie at. I like to fuck with people. I fuck with you, piss you off, and I'm laughing at the same time because you pissed off. If you ever visit my Facebook page, my target audience is feminists. I can't stand them motherfuckers, so I say everything to piss them off. No, seriously. Like one time I made a post and I said, Trump, this is back when Trump was getting elected, and he said, make America great again. I said, you want to know how to make America great again? Put the women back in the damn kitchen.
Here we go.
We just want to go to the record and say he didn't mean that, but he posted it just to get a rise out of people. Kelly is a professional troller. And if you look on his page, he gets them every time. Every single time. I be like, here you go. And that's like, and he done baited 4 or 5 of them because they be in there throwing paragraphs. And I be sitting there looking like, Jesus, here it go.
You should
And
actually. There's this group on Facebook called the Flat Earth Society, and it's more people that are globers than flat earthers. And then every time
okay.
every time there's a flat earther saying, trying to prove a theory that the Earth is flat, automatically everyone jumps in. So you would love that because you could definitely troll people down there. Yeah, for
Of
sure.
course. I
That's
It's
do
right.
real
it.
fun.
And I sit back, watch the fireworks while the comments coming in. I'm cracking up laughing. And if I need some help, my cousin jump on, reinforce what I say. That amp them up some more. We on the phone texting each other, cracking up. Hey, and that's where I find my peace.
Yeah.
I mean, ain't shit else to do.
That's what
Don't
makes you
leave me
happy.
alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Social
Don't
media
leave
is
me
for
alone
us
with the
to be
phone.
entertained. Okay, stop taking stuff seriously on this Blue app. We say some wild stuff on this Blue app. It's an app. It's entertainment.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
true.
No, it's not.
Well, some of it is.
To
There's
some
other
people,
business pages too.
some
And
man,
like
people
that.
take Facebook as the Bible or something. You say something on Facebook, it's automatic word of law. They get their news and everything from that. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Y'all, it's just social media. Relax. But that's only for adults. With kids, I'm something different, because I got a lot of patience with kids, because I deal with the special needs crowd, so they don't know any better. So I'm like, oh, you don't know no better, but you keep on to piss you off too, so you better stop. So like you're gonna be mad at Mr. Telly today, so you need to sit down somewhere. But other than that, adults, no, they don't get no break. They get only person I try not to piss off is my wife, because she can kill me in my sleep. So
Smart man.
and make it look like an accident.
Women rarely kill men. Men normally kill women.
I don't know. You ever seen Snapped on that one channel with women?
Yeah.
What's that channel for the ladies? Oh man, what is that?
Hold on.
Lifetime.
What is it,
You ever seen that damn show
Lifetime?
Snapped on Lifetime where the women be killing all them men? I don't know that. Y'all kind of gangsters. So hey, I like to hear it. So you meditate,
You heard it?
distract.
My wife watched Snap. She watched Snap a lot. That's
Oh,
what
man,
I'm
you
saying.
definitely gonna die in your sleep then.
What
I
you
know
doing?
for a
Some
fact that
research? Like you always watching Snap and
I've been cussed out at least once or twice after I ended this podcast by saying something I probably shouldn't have said. No, at least 3 times, and been threatened to pull up on twice. So it's something we're doing with. So it's our last subject, right? We're gonna go back to a place that ain't so peaceful, and we all got them. How long do you advise your friends / family members until you say fuck it? You are on your own.
Instantly for me. If you ask me something, and I have this thing about, so I have a friend that she's always like, I'm so scared of everything. I'm so scared. And I'm like, you say you believe in God, you have faith. You cannot have faith and fear. Like they cannot live in the same element of space. Like if you're gonna do it, you just gotta do it. And so like at that point, I'm just like, okay, man, I don't care what you do. So it doesn't take long for me. If I give you advice and you don't take it and you struggle, I'm just like, all right, bet, bye, have a good life.
You're so nice. You're so nice, Lola.
One strike, and that's it. I'm going to tell you. If I say, girl, you look so cute, and you say, oh, no, I look so fat, you right.
You right. You fat AF.
Right.
You
Damn.
fat AF.
Yeah, I hate that for you. I hate that if I say you did a good job at this, and you say, oh, you right. I am not going back and forth with you at any given point in time. You have one time to complain about your man. You have one time to complain about your mom, your dad, whatever. I will listen. Now, me, I'll listen. But don't ask me for my advice. Don't ask me for no tips. Don't ask me for nothing, because I'm going to tell you I ain't got nothing.
Inbox me, Lola, because we are one.
Don't encourage her.
We are one. Ain't nobody got time to be keep giving you the same advice.
Don't encourage her.
I'm trying to keep my head above the water.
I actually have a very different opinion on this, but I do have a lot of patience for people. Therefore, becoming a lawyer, I think I need to hear people mostly. As long as they're not hurting people, they're not hurting anybody, and they're being themselves. I have a lot of patience to advise and to tell things around. But it got me into real trouble as well because, like I said before, people bite my hand all the time. So I kind of need to learn with these ladies how to shut it off straight away. But yeah, no, I have a lot of patience for people, and I try to accept people the way they are, as long as they're not hurting anybody. I'm like the instant you're hurting people, I'm like, I give up on you. But if you're just being yourself and people don't understand that, it's just like, I'm there. So I'll advise as much as I can. Yeah.
All right, look at you with a good heart, unlike some other people we got on this podcast.
We need people like
No. There's nothing to do about heart here. It's about patience, I reckon.
Oh, well, look at you having some patience, unlike some other people on this podcast.
I'm protecting my peace. I don't know what you're talking about.
Jenny, how long do you advise your friends before you say fuck it, you are on your own?
It all really depends at this point. I would measure, is this like a mindset issue? Or is this like, okay, maybe, it can be a mindset issue, but they're trying to get out of it. And so if it's like, mindset issue, like my parents, right? It's like, forget it. I'm not even going to say anything, right? But like with friends, so it depends. Okay, so say they're trying to change. Okay, I'd be supportive. But then like, okay, there you are again. Yeah, I also want to, I want to help. But then you see, like earlier, we're talking about protecting your energy, right? Like I want to protect my energy too. And I want to hang out with people who are like, high vibing, who are fun. So I can, I can also kind of like elevate my energy that way. Right. And like, it doesn't help hanging out with you when you keep on bringing me down. So, okay, like we can hang out, but I'm not going to talk about whatever, boyfriend thing or like money thing and like, whatever that they keep complaining about. So, yeah, that's like, is it a mindset?
I have to say this too. Please, everybody, if you do have a traumatic experience, if you have a very difficult situation, you need to ask the person that you're speaking to if they are ready to receive it. Do you have room for this bullshit that I'm about to spew on you? You don't know what's going on. You don't know. You didn't even say hello. You just let me tell you. No, ask me if I have room on my plate. My plate might be full. Ask people.
Wow.
I got one even better for you. I don't care who it is, how sad their story is. Never let them move into your house ever, under no circumstances. Put them on.
Yeah, obviously, yeah. That one is like essential. But I've made that mistake too. So.
Because I am
I've learned it.
Now I am Caribbean, so we'll pile some people up in our house. You know what I mean? That's just being honest. So I don't mind that much too much, but I can see that for a lot of people for sure. I can see that.
Hey, we're gonna hit Nisi comment. Nisi say you get soft Nisi advice first. And the second time, I might call you a dumb bitch, depending on the situation. And just call me. Don't call me about that man until you're ready to pull up.
But why you said bitch instead of ass? Because clearly there are only 3 asterisks there. So I think that's ass and not bitch. But do your thing.
Same thing. Same difference.
Not the same thing, but okay.
This is the thing. I'm gonna listen to you every time, bro. Every single time. Because I'm gonna hype you up. I like the tea. I'm gonna hype you up you can always call me with some shit. Call me. I always got I keep a little plate for some shit. Call me. Okay? Call me. I remember one time my boy was like, I think my girl cheated on me. You know what I'm saying? First of all, understand me. If you my friend, if you my real friend, I got your back through thick and thin. I will commit
same here. Yeah.
At least a misdemeanor if you my real friend. So when my boy called me and tell me he think his wife cheating, I say, bet, cool. I'm keeping an eye on her social media. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching that shit. I'm watching everybody who like it. You know what I'm saying? It be 12 o'clock at night. I be in her shit scrolling, taking screenshots of iffy niggas. I'm like, yeah, he look iffy. He look iffy. So one day, right, I'm walking through the mall. You know what I'm saying? And I see her sitting at the damn table with some dude. I politely walk up. I say, hey, what's good? Cause I'm about to leave this nigga right now, right? And she's like, "This my cousin." I was like, "Oh, bitch, you been lying." I'm on the phone. I'm like, "Hello, hey, what you doing?" All right, I'm about to video for you from Facebook. He answered. I said, "Hey, you know this nigga? Cause if you don't, he get his ass beat right in his mall right now." He was like, "Yeah, that's her cousin." I said, "Oh, okay, all right, I'll holler at you. My bad, cuz."
That's getting too much involved. Like,
that's my boy.
There's like being there for your friends, and there's like living it for them.
And there's like snitches getting snitches.
Yeah, I'm doing your homework.
If you dating one of my friends and I see you out snitching, ain't no such thing as snitching. I owe them the due diligence. I do it for Lola. If Lola was like, "Hey, I'm dating this dude," if I'm dating this dude, if I'm riding down the street and I see Lola's man on the phone, I'm calling her. "Hey, you on the phone with this nigga? Cause he on the phone smiling mighty hard right now. Oh, he's mighty hard. Hey, call him and see if he pick up. You know what I'm saying? Because if he don't pick up, you ask him who the hell he was on the phone with at 11:32 a.m. today. Cause he's smiling hard as hell. I got room with my friends.
You're single?
You're
single? You're single? I'm just asking.
Jody,
are you single?
No.
Oh, okay. I was just asking. It was just a random question. Go ahead, continue.
I'm not. I'm not.
Okay, all right.
I be wanting to say yeah, but I be like, nah, let me not, because then I'm gonna get in more trouble. Let me not.
If you're not, don't say you are.
I mean, I'm single too. I'm not until some rich one that comes along. I'm trying to secure the bag for both of us, Stank. I'm trying to secure the bag for both of us. I'm trying to level both of us up. All right, trying to take this podcast to the next level.
Do you have any more? Look, do you have any more questions? You about to get all of us in trouble.
Right, I'm gonna get all of them. You already said you stated you had a man way long ago.
I got a man, and I think I'm gonna forever. That's me on my Eve.
Right, Sophie say she ain't dealing with no other dude bullshit. She got time right now.
No,
I already
got
know
time.
Lola ain't gonna be quiet enough to keep it. Lola don't put up with no shit. Hey, you got one time to tell her. Hey, you got one time to tell a half lie, and no, done. We've experienced that. But yeah, I got time for my friends. But but I do have a line. Especially when it comes to like finances. I can't deal with financial stupidity. It's like, boy, what you doing with somebody? Now, when it comes to relationships, I'll listen to you all day. The finances, it's like that. You got one time to tell me about some financial woes, but you steady buying dumb shit. Like, nah, I got like this much room for financial woes and bad life decisions. Like I'm not accepting your bad life decisions. I ain't loaning you no money, so don't ask. So just like, hey, she said you can't move into my house and you can't borrow no money. Don't do it.
I have an Amazon. I have an Amazon addiction.
Mm-hmm. Don't we all? Amen.
Don't we all?
I have little snacks outside for my Amazon people, so that way they can get the little snacks because they be here often.
I hadn't ordered in a while though.
All right. We all got our own. I may buy ammo every once in a while, whatever.
Ammo?
Yeah. Yes. It's an addiction.
How many firearms do you have?
As far as the government is concerned, one. I got one.
We'll talk offline.
I'm about to say, as far as the government is concerned, I got one.
So you have one.
One little 22. How often do you advise your friends before you say fuck it?
Listen, man, with me, the first session is free. After that, you gotta pay. I ain't Dr. Phil. I ain't Oprah Winfrey. I ain't none of them motherfuckers. Once I tell you the first time and you don't listen, Next time gonna cost you. Seriously. May cost you a dinner, may cost you your firstborn. I don't know. Depends on how I feel. Shit. Because I got a friend and she just repeat the same actions over, over again. And I mean, she date the same dude just with a different face. It's like, when do you learn that, I don't know, ex-cons don't make the best boyfriends? I mean, seriously. You know, you keep fishing in the same dirty water. You coming up with three-eyed fish from The Simpsons. And you expect to get a man a great catch. It's like, how many times you got to keep doing this before the light bulb go off and say, maybe I shouldn't, be doing this. So you got about one time with me. After that, I ain't wasting my breath unless you're willing to pay me to go through these shenanigans. Because it's like...
Shenanigans. Cool.
Yeah, shenanigans.
I'm tripping off the fact that you said it might cost me your firstborn.
I like kids. So...
You got like,
yeah, I know, right? Certain people don't need kids. So you go out there and have a kid, I need to take it from you. Before you fuck that kid up.
Ooh, child. Say that louder for the people. Certain people don't need kids, but Dude,
I often said, we sit around here and fix animals, spay and neuter dogs and cats. We should be able to do that to people. Certain people. Take their ass to the doctor and fix this motherfucker. Because they don't need to have no kids anymore. I know a chick, man, she had 22 kids. Literally 22, and she only 35. Now you can do the math on that.
20. He's not any triplets or twins or nothing?
Nope.
22. So she done spent most of her life pregnant.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
22 kids.
22.
How many baby daddies?
35.
No, how many baby daddies? Because I'm intrigued.
I don't know. One of them my brother though, but maybe he popped off for 3 or 4. I don't know, but
he had 3 or 4.
Probably, yeah. And this is my younger brother. They all
22.
younger than me. 22.
How many kids is too many?
How many kids is too many? Shit,
1
is too many. Shit.
One is too many.
I feel like after 3, you're just doing too much.
Shit, man,
I feel like after 2. Yeah, after 2.
Jimmy say Mikey's scared of kids.
Bro.
I ain't scared. I ain't scared of kids. I'm just scared of my own. Listen,
that's senior, right?
Guys, I've got to go.
Oh, all right. Peace out.
Peace out.
Peace.
I think that.
But yeah, man.
I think that I don't. Oh shit! We lost 2 people. Oh, hold on.
Oh, she went in the back. She backstage.
Oh no, she said she had to go.
No, she right back.
You had to go, right? Am I tripping?
Oh, you're talking to me?
Oh no, that was Sophie. You was right. She said she had to go. Oh, my bad. Yeah. So I think that so we all come to the conclusion that I think we all willing to listen to our friend's shit until like a certain point. I think we all have our point. Because when it comes to relationships, I listen to you all day. But when it comes to like financial like stuff, like I can't because I'm very responsible with my money. You know what I'm saying? Like I just don't understand. Like people who work full-time jobs and you still broke. It's like, well, what you doing?
So are you not willing to help? Are you not willing to cultivate that person's financial mental stability?
I'm willing to talk about it to you and help you. Like I'm willing to help. Like, okay, let's take your budget, right?
Mm-hmm.
And let's talk about it. Let's what are the things that you need to pay? What's your car payment, car insurance, light bill, phone bill, gas, groceries, that type of shit.
Right.
So we do all of that up and then we see what's left. So at the end of the day, the money that you have left, what are you spending it on? is a reason why you probably in the situation that you in, or or credit card debt. Like, how much of this credit card have you swiped versus how much you got to pay? Because I'm like, people that I got to pay, my credit card payment is $210 a month. How the hell? Like, how much the swiping did you do? Did you have to pay $210 a month? My credit card payment is like $36 a month.
Okay, so I'm more so of a credit card versus debit card user, right? So I preference using my credit card over my debit card, and I fluctuate that to make sure that my credit is increasing, because instead of me swiping my debit card everywhere I go and people having full access to my bank account, I'm swiping my credit card, where if there's something fraudulent, I can see it and I can, dispute it. And these people who don't have full access to my money in my bank. So I never use my debit card. I only use my credit card, and then I pay my credit card off monthly with my income, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I do the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, when I went on vacation, I used my credit card, because at this point, if you steal the information, that's Capital One money, not mine. They're gonna get theirs back. So that's different, because you put your finances in a place where you can spend on your credit card, but you could take like $1,000 you spent that month and put it back on your credit card.
Right.
And plus, I do it for the points. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and the cash back. That cash back is where it's at.
you probably putting it on your Amazon account.
Shut up. I get 5% cash back if I use my Amazon card on Amazon.
Hey, real talk. I get 5% cash back if I use my credit card at Target. So I started grocery shopping at Target.
See?
So I can get the money back.
Like, not only are we out here talking about stuff, we're teaching you guys financial stability.
But like, that's where I'm at with it. But like, he swiped his credit card just because he don't want to spend the money. He ain't got no money in his account. So
and that's not good. That's terrible.
That's terrible. So when it comes to that, when it comes to finances and life choices, I'm like this with you. When it comes to like relationships, listen, I'll walk through the mud with you. You want to spend the next 2 years complaining about this chick? I'm right here. I'm right here to tell you for the next 2 years she ain't shit. And vice versa. You want to spend 2 years complaining about this dude? I'm right here to tell you that he ain't shit. Right here. Because I'm just a good guy like that. I'm just a good guy.
Where were you when I was in my early 20s?
On Facebook?
I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that, because like, if you call me and you tell me this dude ain't SHIT, but you're not ready to go, and you're not ready to go, like, what's the point of us continuously talking about this? Because one thing I want people to know that are listening to your podcast is, once you start venting about somebody to other people,
you can't take that back.
You'll forgive them, but those people will never see that person the same. They looking at the side of their eye like, this is the same as she said, did this, that, the other. So you can't let everybody into your situation if you're not ready to move out of it. It just won't.
Sure
work.
Don't tell me. And don't tell me you don't like your person you with, because now I don't like that motherfucker
forever. I hate him.
Come to my house. I ain't fixing her shit. I ain't fixing him.
You're not invited. I'm not inviting you to my house. If you still with that lame dude that you complain about, y'all not invited. Y'all going on somewhere else.
You invited. His kid invited, but he ain't invited.
None of y'all invited. All y'all stay over there with that drama.
You wrong. Yo, so listen, that's all the time we got for the night. We went over by 7 minutes. We was just hanging out. We got caught up. But listen though, right? Shout out to all the people that came through. Lola, Sophie had to go. She on UK time, so it's like 1:30 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Over there. So she had to go. But shout out to her, and shout out to Miss Jenny for coming and hang out with us. She was not feeling a little well, but she still come hung out with us. I appreciate you. Miss Hello Black Man in the building, trying to help us out and pump us up. So do me a favor, shout out your organization and your podcast one more time for the people.
Absolutely. Kalisha Patrice is my personal social media on all platforms. I am Lock Goddess on TikTok because I do wear locks, sister locks. That's my thing. My I do tutorials and stuff. Right now, I have something called Pipe Cleaner Curls. If anybody know anything about that, but if not, it's whatever. But my platform is Hello Black Man. We are on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, anything YouTube. That's where we do our podcast. Please follow us. Please show us some love. Please support us. We're all about communication and bridging the gap between generations of transparency.
Hey, Miss Jenny, you want to shout your podcast out?
Sure, I don't exactly have a podcast now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I am a morning habits coach. And so I help mostly women actually help craft their morning routines and self-care rituals so that they can serve themselves before they go out and serve everybody else in the world. And you can follow me on Instagram. It's BVibe88. It's BEEVIBE 88. Yeah, and I
Can you
usually
put that in the chat because I missed it. Tell me one more
yeah,
time,
sure. It's
Yeah, throw it in the chat so she can follow you.
please.
EVI.
Oh, and we have a little announcement. So this is our second to last episode of the season. Our season is finally coming to an end. We have our season finale next week. We're gonna hang out, cut out. We might even have the CEO come hang out with us. You know what I'm saying? And y'all can catch us again on Saturday at 9 a.m. Family Talk. Let's discuss it. And that is they also have one more episode before they season ends. So we are all one episode away from the season ending because we all need a rest. When we come back, we coming back better. My boy Telly right here gonna have the bright light. We're gonna be able to see all his pretty face. Gonna have the bright light to come hang out with us. And so yeah, man. So y'all stay tuned. We're gonna be putting out some episodes, some clips, some videos, but don't go nowhere. If you don't see us for a couple weeks, we just took some time off. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So y'all put that link in the chat for my girl. And hey, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all for coming and hang out with us. We appreciate all the people in the comments. We appreciate all the people coming through to share our stuff. And we will see y'all one more time until we're off next Tuesday, 8:30.